What is good, Renee Box Young? Greetings and salutations. I appreciate each and every one of you. Thanks so much, for liking, subscribing, sharing, showing your support, man. Subscribers since day one, you already know. I'm recording on my phone, man. I just want to make this kind of brief, and just give my input. We'll see how long it goes, but like I said, man, if there are any new listeners, go ahead and subscribe. Renee Box Young. This is a platform where we just love the sport of boxing. We talk about it, discuss it, analyze it, critique it, and just talk about it. It's just fun chopping it up. You know what I mean? And thank you so much once again. Go ahead and feel free to share. Feel free to like, subscribe. Thank you so much for commenting in the comment sections. You know what I'm saying, in my videos, everything, man. I love it. You know what I'm saying? Love you all. Thanks so much. And I want to talk about you know, Bernie, man, you already know he was on Blue Blood. Shouts out to Blue Blood, man, my guy right there, man. Thanks so much for inviting me, Blue Blood, on the panel, constantly. It's great stuff, man, and I thank him a lot, and man, they were going on for hours with Bernie right there, you already know. I'm sure you guys saw it. If not, I'll leave the link in the description, you know what I mean? I'm sure you guys saw it. Everybody, a lot of people saw it. Um, and not just that interview that Blue Blood had. Okay, it was also with Monty Brown. Also had an interview with somebody there, someone from the Bud team. I think Bomac's son or something like that. I don't know, but this is something that stuck out to me. I just want to give my input on this. Okay, this is something that stuck out to me. When you talk business with these guys, even Bud, you already know the numbers. You already know. I don't get too much in numbers, but facts are facts. And every time you mention business, it was on Blue Blood. It was also with Monty. Shouts out to him. I'm gonna leave the link in the description too. There also with Monty, his show that he had, and like I said, he was interviewing, talking to a guy from Bud's team. Even Bud himself, you already know. When you talk numbers to these guys, they don't talk about it, and it's interesting. It's interesting because they were like that. Bernie was like, when Blue Blood would talk about the numbers, Bernie was like, man, we don't care about the numbers. I don't want to talk that business stuff. Y'all always talking about that business. I mean, you can't have one without the other, ladies and gentlemen. And remember, time and time again, I've said in my platform many times, I'm concerned about fighters who don't know the business of the sport, man. I mean, me as a fan of the sport of boxing, I've said it time and time again before. I don't care, I don't like talking about the business, but we have to sooner or later as fans because it's part of the sport. You know what I mean? It's part of the sport. And it concerns me, man. And I made a video about it, how I really appreciate, and hats off to, Danny Garcia, because Danny Garcia wants to teach fighters regarding the business and the numbers of the sport of boxing. Fighters are concerned about it. Muhammad Ali Act, et cetera, et cetera. You know what I'm saying? The birth of Muhammad Ali Act. Um, Fighters have to know this stuff. It's just common sense. I mean, and what stuck out to me with a lot of stuff, but other platforms are definitely breaking all that stuff down. But what stuck out to me is that when you mention numbers, Blue Blood brought up, Monty brought it up also in his show, and I'm gonna leave the links in the description. Like I said, man, check it out. These guys, man, they don't want to talk numbers. They're like, no, you know what? We just want to fight. We just want to fight. We don't care about number. We don't care about the business, and that's the root of the issue here. You see, that's why it stuck out to me. That's the root of the problem. They don't break down the numbers. And how can it be that sorry if it's shaky a little bit because I got my phone. How can it be that Bud's team does not understand that or realize that and break it down? For these guys, man, all due respect, and may I make something clear here. I'm not speaking as a Bud hater. I don't hate anybody. You already know I don't do that on my platform. I try to speak with all due respect and explain and discuss and break down the sport of boxing in a coherent, logical manner. You know what I mean? Face value manner also. Bringing the pieces of the puzzle together. Y'all know my platform. Y'all who know my platform know what I'm coming from. To the extent that when it comes to respecting fighters and not disrespecting anybody, I don't use vulgar language. I don't do that. You know what I'm saying? That's just me. That's the unique, approach I bring in my platform. Every platform has a unique approach. Why do I say this? Because I don't hate on Bud at all. I mean, I just speak what it is, 100. as factual as possible. Okay, I do it with all fighters too. I've done it time and time again with other fighters. Just it is what it is. That's how I do it. You know, and some things are very very clear. And with Bud's team with numbers, and that's the thing that's not make have that's why this fight's not happening. Spence and Bud anytime soon, at least because of the numbers. Bud and his team are saying 50-50, 50-50. We just want to fight. We just want to fight. But they don't understand, nor his team. It's not just Bud. His team don't want to get that point. They want to understand that. And when you try to, numbers don't lie. You already know the story. You already know the phrase or whatever you call it. Numbers don't lie. And they don't want to understand that. I mean, if they don't understand that, then they're not gonna have any negotiation, much less negotiate anything. You see what I'm saying? And you know, it's just hard to believe how, they don't understand this part of the sport. I'm not a big number guy, and I've said it time and time again. I hate math. But when it comes to, I mean, because when you talk about the 60-40 thing, Bud, if he takes that, if they're so confident that they're going to beat Spence, then just take it, man. You're going to make a lot more than, I think, personally. Like I said, I don't get in that business. From what I understand, Bud's going to make a lot more than what he has ever made in one fight if he takes the 60-40. And if they're so confident that win, take it. What's stopping you? It's the numbers. It's their lack of understanding of the numbers. That's what's stopping them. Now, I don't know the word, you know what I'm saying? And like I said, this comes from Bud, this comes from Bernie, and with Monty, go check it out with the guy he was interviewing. Like I said, a member of Bud's team. I'll just generalize it like that. They all have the same concept. Now, I don't know the word. I mean, it's one thing to be ignorant. I'm ignorant. I mess up. Whatever. On my channel, I have mistakes. I don't care. It's all good. I learn from it. I've said it time and time again. I don't care if I'm wrong about certain things. We slip up sometimes. I understand it. And it's about growth. It's about, learning more and growing more. And it seems, why do I say this? Because this has been for so long. Bernie, this, right hand man, whatever you want to call him, representative of Bud himself, and these other guys on Bud's team, they're just like intentionally ignorant of this fact of what we're talking about, the numbers and the business. They don't want to talk about it. They just want to fight. And like I said, I've said it time and time again, touching upon that point again. Fighters need to know and educate themselves on the business of the sport of boxing. You can't have one without the other. If you're gonna buy a car, and you want to buy a fast car, your mechanic checks it out. Maybe it's semi-used, whatever. And there's a problem with the engine, okay? There's a problem with the motor. And the mechanic tells you, you know what? This is a fast car, but there's a problem with this and that and the exhaust and blah, blah, blah. I'm not good with cars. The carburetor, I don't even think there are carburetors nowadays, all fuel injection, whatever. But, and the person who wants to buy the car says, I don't care. I just want a fast car. And the mechanic's trying to explain to you, you know what? It's fast. This is a really fast car. And you're going to get what you want, but I advise you not to buy it because there's a lot of problems with it. There's a lot of other problems that they're going to give you problems because, it's I know what I'm talking about. I'm a mechanic. And the person who wants to buy the car, I don't care. I just want to buy it, And then he's going to have problems after he buys that car after a month. And then he's not going to understand why because he didn't listen to the mechanic. You see, that's kind of how I see Bud and his team. I mean, they're like blatantly being ignorant and they don't want to understand. I mean, is it stubbornness? Is it being ignorant? You know what I mean? Ignorant is not a bad word, ladies and gentlemen. Just to understand, it's not hating. We're in a soft generation thinking everything is hating. What is being ignorant? I don't know. I have a dictionary on me, but it's something like along the lines of you're just ignoring something that's true. You're just I'm ignorant in many things. Everybody's ignorant in some way. If I'm not mistaken, that's a famous quote or whatever you want to call it by some famous scientist. I don't know. Everybody's ignorant in some way. So, and it just seems like Bud's team is ignorant in one of the most important things that they got to understand and learn about and face the facts of the money. Man, like I said, man, and like I said, what I was referring to earlier, that's why I gave shouts out and I made a video about it with Danny Garcia. He wants to, educate fighters, and I've said it time and time again, man, on my platform that fighters need to know and get educated and have the right people around them when it comes to certain things in the sport of boxing, not to get gypped, not to get robbed, or whatever word you want to put on it. Not to be lowballed. I mean, it's an inexplicable thing. For it seems like for Bud and his team, Bernie, all these guys, 2 plus 2 equals 6, man. I mean, you're trying to tell them, look, 2 plus 2 equals 4, and you tell them in a nice fashion and in a respectful fashion. But they get emotional and they say, no, 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 2 plus 2 equals 6. How can you not believe this? This is your perception that 2 plus 2 equals 4. This is it's like, whoa. It's like, you know what I'm saying? It's like the sky is blue, but they're saying it's red, and they're standing upon it. They're standing on that fact, on that it's not a fact. They're standing on that false perception or whatever the heck they call it. Their logic of the sky being red when it's blue, and when you tell them, they get all offended and crazy about it. That's just I haven't seen something like this in a long time. I'm not a big I'm not an expert in the sport of boxing. I'm just another Joe Blow, like I've said, who loves the sport of boxing. Been following it for many years, or not too many years compared to others. I've trained and sparred, blah blah blah. You already know, where I'm coming from. Those who know my platform and know me, and I haven't seen something like this. That's the sad thing. I've seen some things that are similar to it, but this is just on another level of like, what the heck is going on? Now, one of the only things I can think about is that maybe they planned this. Are they doing this on purpose just to get more recognition and to make, milk the fight? I mean, I really don't know. I doubt it. I mean, these guys seem pretty honest in their point of view, and that's what's hindering the fight, ladies and gentlemen. This potential Spence Bud stuff. Why am I talking about this? Because it's just so, I have to give my input on this. And man, I wish the best for Bud. I've said it time and time again, and I thought I was going to stop talking about this, but man, these guys keep coming out saying the same things, and I'm just surprised by the level of, like I said, I'm not sitting here I don't offend. It's just facts. I mean, the level of maybe hard-headedness, the level of ignorance, you know, I don't know, man. It's just a trip. Please comment below. I don't know what else to say. Comment below, man. Subscribe. Love Bud. Love Spence. Love them, the same way. As far as, I'm just a fan of the sport. And I wish the best for both. This fight ain't happening anytime soon. I've said it time and time again. I gave a timeline, so you already know, man. Go back and check my channel out. You'll check it out. Any new listeners, you'll understand. You know what I'm saying? So thank you so much again, man. Like, subscribe, comment below. What do you guys think about this whole situation, man? It's getting from it's turning from bad to worse, and Bud's team is looking just for worse and worse and worse. It seems like every time they talk, man, it's looking worse for them. Every time Bud talks, every time Bernie talks, even though they're trying to defend him, they're making him look worse. They're making him look worse, man. I mean, the logic they have is not logic. It's just like they're like creating their own reality, man, and it's just weird. All due respect, though, man. One more time, I'll say it. A fighter nowadays, it's not just about getting in there and fighting. It's not just about getting in there and fighting. It's understanding the business of boxing, being schooled and educated and the numbers, and having a honest, team around you, being able that's able to advise you and steer you the right way concerning the numbers and business of the sport of boxing. That's just what it is, man. That's just what it is. They've, Bernie and this other guy on Monty's channel that was on there, recently. Like I said, I'll leave links in the description. They're I mean, I don't know what else to say. It's just that their logic is just way off. But man, I wish the best for these guys. You know what I'm saying? And this is what is hindering the fight. This is what's hindering the potential mega fight. That's why I said I don't think it's gonna happen anytime soon. But it is what it is, man. Again, comment, like, subscribe, share. Thank you so much, man, for tuning in. Thanks so much for your support. Love you all. Rene Boxia. Peace out.